Oh, it's John by Superchemist. Name of the video is called Why Christians Love Preferred Synonyms but Hate Preferred Pronouns. Now I want you, if you don't understand what I'm saying, a preferred pronoun, I'm sure everybody knows the woke garbage going on, right? Let's go over the preferred pronouns first. What are these Christians that love preferred synonyms? What do they say about preferred pronouns? You'd think they'd love them since they do the same exact. They have preferred synonyms, that they force everyone to, to endure. What they say is, I can't read their minds and know their preferred pronouns, so now I have to have a conversation about that. They want me to disavow reality just to validate their preferred pronouns. That I don't agree with their pronouns. They take my freedom of speech away because I am not allowed to say what I want even though I am not hurting anyone. It's just my opinion. I am not allowed to have my own beliefs. You know what I've been saying for Christians since I've been alive almost? For like 50 years, right? Same exact thing. The only thing is there's two words in this sentence that I just read. Pronouns and pronouns. Change them to synonyms. That's exactly what I've said to these Christians. I can't read your minds and know your preferred synonyms because this church has these synonyms are deemed evil. And this church arbitrarily deems these ones evil, and this church, these religious people, Christians, they deem these set of words, evil. I'm supposed to have a conversation with every Christian I come in contact with, or every religious freak that has their own preferred synonyms? They want me to disavow reality just to validate their preferred synonyms. Because the synonyms, by definition, are the same word. You know what I mean? Big and large. But the Christian tells me, no, big is evil and large is good. You only use large. Poop is okay. And shit means poop. They're synonyms. They mean the exact same thing. But I want you to know that this synonym is evil. This is my preferred synonym. And they take my freedom away because I'm not allowed to say what I want, even if I'm not hurting anyone. Like if I use my pronoun that I like, say shit, what? I'm not hurting anybody. Why must you take my freedom? If you don't want to use those words, don't use those words. That's fine. But why do I have to? I am not allowed to have my own beliefs. Yeah, I'm not allowed to believe that synonyms are actually the same exact word, and one's not evil and one's good. I'm not allowed to have that belief. Because then you know how it has when you swear in front of these people, then they rile up the whole room about how I'm evil, how these words are evil. But what's funnier is even more funny than this, you know what I mean? You can see they're the same exact complaints, nothing has changed except for the word pronoun and synonyms. The analogy is, there is no, if this analogy was more perfect, it wouldn't be an analogy, it would be the exact same thing. Because you know how an analogy isn't the same exact thing, it's something similar. This analogy is so close to being the exact same thing. It's not even an analogy. That's actually the exact same thing, man. And I tell this to Christians, and I show them how that they're doing the same thing. They're taking my freedom away, making me I have to believe something that is batshit crazy, that synonyms aren't synonyms. Or synonyms are synonyms, but only when you deem the synonyms are not synonyms. And they have, big and large is okay for you. I have to check in with you, though, to make sure that I'm using your preferred synonym. Just like you have to, I have to know what your preferred pronoun is. I don't know what your preferred pronoun is before I see you because I can't read your mind. You know, same with preferred synonyms. I can't read your mind. So already you're pissing me off, right? You know what I mean? Why are Christians... Never once have I got... Now, every time I tell someone this, do you think they changed their way of thinking? Did you think they said to themselves, you know what? There is no difference. The only reason I'm doing it is just because society's telling me to do it. Why am I doing it? Why would I? Because they want to divide us. See, the church is just another part of the deep state. I mean, yes, people created the first religion, you know, worshiping the sun up in the sky, God's son. But then they've seen, you know, the rich people, at least they see the power that religion, you know, worshiping God's son, the God's son in the sky, you know what I mean? And so they basically took it over. But never once do I get an apology. Never do I once get, you know, they don't even see the analogy. That's how brainwashed, that's how you know when someone's so brainwashed. When you have an analogy like this, it's so exact, and they still don't see it, you can't even see it. Really? Like they literally say that they don't see it, it's not an analogy. Even though I'm using the same exact words, you know what I mean? I can't read your mind and know what your pronouns or synonyms are. So I have to talk to you about it before we even have a conversation. They want me to disavow reality, right? The pronoun people and synonym people. They want me to disavow and say that poop and shit are different words. One's evil and one's good. I have to disavow reality. It takes away my freedom if I have to use your pronoun or use your synonym. And I can't have my own beliefs. Because I always have to worry about it's always about what you think, what you believe. What about what I think, what I believe, my freedom of speech? And then what's funny is these Christians will complain when the Muslims come over and they try to take our freedom of speech away. The Muslims do the same thing. And so did the woke people. But you know what? You know what the Christians will do? They will never see the similarity, how it's exactly the same. They will jump up and say how evil the woke people are making us use their pronouns. How evil the Islam people are. They don't, you know, we can't talk bad about Allah, or we can't say anything negative about their religion. I can't say something negative about your religion. I dare you to say something negative about a Christian religion. Well, there's a group full of Christians around. And even worse, because a Christian won't even stand up. They can have their little 5-year-old girl go into a changing room with a biological man, and they're too weak. Christians too weak. Because if most of the people in the country are Christian, then I don't see any of them standing up for these little girls, because they're little weak bitches. The only thing that's why I say, you can say I'm lying, but the truth, the evidence is right there. All they care about is synonyms. Because if you don't use their synonym, they are up here. They show their more superiority. Their morality is superior to us, and we are nothing but commoners beneath the dirt. That's all they care about. Power and control. Even the little peons that just go to church. Every last one of them. That's all. They spend hours a week, hours a month, just fighting. And what are they fighting? Synonyms. Their preferred synonyms. That's all they care about. And they take your rights away. And then the woke come in and they act like the woke are crazy. No, you're both crazy. You're doing the same thing. How can you not see it? Preferred synonyms and preferred pronouns are the same exact type of racism or prejudice, classism, whatever you want to call it. Just a way for you to think you're better and superior to me. At least the preferred pronoun idiots, at least they are, you know, they're all brainwashed, but at least they can, you know, stick with their lie. Like a Christian, you can they admit it has nothing to do with their God. They just deem it These synonyms, they just deem them evil. They don't care. They don't need. They don't. You know, you ask them to back it up. Why is it evil? I don't. Society said so. That's society said it. Since society said it. Well, you know what? The society's saying right now that you need to use people's pronouns. Do you like it? That's the thing. See, you know, humans think that today people are crazy and batshit, you know, insane, saying they're just double speak, everything just crazy. No. It's been that way since I was alive, and most likely since the beginning of time. You people just didn't see it. Yeah, I had to see it. I had to live with you. You complain that you have to use preferred pronouns for the last couple years. For half a century, I have had to use your preferred synonyms and be demonized and put down. And if I didn't believe your belief system that big and large one can be evil and one can be good, and you'd never use the evil one, I had to endure that. Just like everything else in my life that I've had to endure. That's the only thing that is so funny and it makes me happy. You know, because nothing in life makes me happy that much, you know what I mean? But this actually makes me happy when I see the woke people do stuff to the Christians. The same stuff that they have done to me my whole life. And now I get to see yins suffer. And see what it's like to live in a world where you got religious crazy nut jobs. See, that's the difference. Pastafarians they're the only religion that wasn't taken over by a king or a queen or a rich elite. I mean, look at the Pope. Pope lives in a you know, the Vatican City is not a city like people think. It's a country, literally. It is a country. They have their own government, their own army, and they have a 50-foot. And I'm not talking about like a brick wall that's like this thick. I'm talking about this wide. A brick wall, a stone wall, this wide, 50 feet high, goes around the entire country. You litter one piece of... If I take this lighter and I littered it, there'd be cops on me, throwing me out of the country within minutes. But the Pope sees our country over here. They see the hundreds of thousands of homeless illegals on tents, doing drugs, killing, raping. And what does the Pope say? He's ashamed of us. Not one illegal alien was allowed in his country. Not one. Literally not one. If one illegal alien went into the Vatican country, right, they would arrest him, they would kick him out and deport him instantly. You can't even live in the Vatican City unless you are a priest. The whole country. It's just a priest or people working for the guard, in the army or that kind of thing. But he wants us to be diverse and bring in people from insane asylums and from prisons and let them come into our country. Well, he won't even let no one come into his. That's how you know he's deep state. What kind of person would tell a country that you're evil and bad because you want to vet all your people, all your immigrants coming in? Like, no, you're evil. You should just have open borders where no one's vetted. Any molester, child molester, any rapist, murderer can just walk right in. If you don't let them rapists or whatever come into your country, then you're evil. That's what the Pope is saying. Keep in mind, these popes and priests, what do when they find someone diddling some kid? They move them around. If they really believed in God, that would be the last thing I would do. Because I'd be like, what's going to happen when you die? You go up to heaven. Hey, even the Christian religion, they don't like pedophiles, man. At least not pedophiles that... Alright, well, I ran out of time there. And but it's all about division. Division is caused by racism and classism.